Good evening. First tonight, after months of bad news, the federal government is declaring what it's calling a huge achievement. There are now no asylum seeker children in detention in Australia. But as quickly as the announcement was made, critics were finding flaws. Adam Todd joins us now with the details from Canberra. Adam, does the government's announcement stack up?
Well, Natasha, certainly by the agreed definition, there are no children locked up in detention in Australia, and that is down from a peak of about 2,000 children 3 years ago. But there are a couple of distinctions to be made. Firstly, there are still children in detention offshore at Nauru, and critics say there's been a bit of sleight of hand here, and the government has reclassified some children as being in community detention. It's been called Australia's national shame, children locked up behind barbed wire. Today, the government declared no children are in detention on Australian soil.
To do that is personally satisfying, but I think it's a milestone for our country as well.
But there are still at least 50 children in detention offshore at Nauru.
These children are rotting on that island prison, and it's time that we ended their suffering as well and brought them to Australia.
And refugee advocates say some children have been reclassified and placed in so-called community detention to get the number down to zero.
No, the same principles apply to designation of particular alternative places of detention as they did under Labor.
It's always been a goal of the Immigration Minister, including his predecessor Scott Morrison, and I have no doubt including my predecessor Tony Abbott, to get kids out of detention.
And today that predecessor popped up again, launching the annual polypedal bike ride. Among friends, the former Prime Minister was consoled by his supporters.
Well, yeah, it's life's frustrating at times, mate.
The PM insists he's not concerned by Mr Abbott's public appearances.
I am utterly undistracted.
But a week-long bike tour is bound to attract attention. Now, at the polypedal this morning, Tony Abbott was quizzed about a few of Malcolm Turnbull's recent decisions. Today, the former PM played a straight bat and decided not to comment.
Thanks, Adam.